All right, we're going to graph solutions to one-step linear inequalities. The big idea is right here. If you multiply or divide both sides of an inequality by a negative, you must flip the inequality symbol. Here's an example of it. I think this is the fourth time I've shown this. If I have 4 is less than 8 and I divide both sides by -1, I get -4 is less than -8. Well, that doesn't make any sense because -4 is not less than -8. I have to flip the inequality symbol. See the flip that just occurred. -4 is greater than -8. So when I multiply or divide both sides of an inequality by a negative, I must flip the inequality symbol. Boom, let's do this. See if those pop up as I'm doing it. G is less than 8. Oh, also, you know what I need on my notes then? I also need circle types. Circle types, circle types, circle types, circle types. Those guys are going to be solids. Those guys are going to be opens. This is a less than or equal to. That's a less than. That's a greater than or equal to. That's a greater than. I'm looking for open circles. Here we go. Open and closed circles. Okay. So what I'm looking for numbers that are less than 8, and I'm looking at an open circle less than 8. Open circle, Mike. Open circle less than 8. All right, D is less than 4. Open circle less than 4. Y is less than or equal to 3, right? 6 divided by 2 is 3, so closed circle 3, closed circle, because it's less than or equal to. I gotta solve this one. Okay, Q, what's 10 minus 2? So subtract 2 from both sides. So Q is less than 8. 8, open circle, less than. Q is less than 1. Open circle, less than, right? 10 minus 9 is 1. P is less than 2, open circle, 2. N is greater than 8, and it's a closed circle because it's a greater than or equal to. Okay, I've got to divide. Okay, got it. I like this one. I want you to see what's happening here. I'm going to divide both sides of the inequality by -6. That's going to give me -1 is greater than or equal to h. Now I'm going to do something that I call a flop. I'm going to flop the whole thing over. H is less than or equal to -1. I would flop it before I graph it. This and this are the exact same inequality. I've just made it easier to read. I want the numbers that are less than -1, closed, less than -1. Closed, less than -1. Ooh. Ooh, I would not consider this a one-step inequality. I would consider this a two-step inequality. I'm surprised this is here. How do you do this in one step? -1 minus y is greater than or equal to 7. Adding 1 to both sides, -y is greater than or equal to 8. Dividing both sides by -1, dividing by -1, y is less than or equal to -8. See the flip? Because I divided both sides by -1, there's the flip. -8, less than, closed circle. Interesting. This is really interesting that they are considering this a one-step equation. What am I? Huh. -2 minus m is greater than or equal to 1. Adding 2 to both sides. -m is greater than 3. Dividing both sides by -1. Here's the flip. M is less than -3. And that's an open circle. Man, it really does like this type of problem. Okay, 8 is greater than or equal to 5 minus a, subtracting 5 from both sides. 3 is greater than or equal to -a, dividing up both sides by -1. -3, here's the flip, is less than or equal to a. Now here's the flop. A is greater than or equal to -3. Here's the flop, so I can think this through. A is greater than or equal to -3 with an open circle. I've got to write this down. -1 less than 3 minus r. Okay, I'm going to jump a level and see what happens at the next level. There is nothing magical happening at the next level. All right, hey, that's it. Thank you for watching. I do not consider this a one-step equation, but I have done enough of them so you can follow my logic. It's a two-step inequality.